What's up, everybody? I think we've done this once today. Oh, wait, it's Tuesday, right? We do this twice every Tuesday. So, what's everybody up to? Y'all had a busy day today? What about it, Nettie? What about it, Felix?
Yeah, my day was pretty busy.
Yeah, I cleaned house today.
Oh. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
So, Nettie probably processed about 20 new car deals today.
I'm in the service department. No car deal.
You're the warranty work person.
Yep, warranty work.
You're the one that gets yelled at all the time.
I bet they don't yell at Nettie.
No, they don't. They don't like when Nettie has to page them. They do they do a Kenneth Oaks and say, "Yes, ma'am."
Yeah, buddy. So Happy Place Camper is a new member that's showing up on the screen. Thank you. So we got Emily Gross is in the house. Little bit crazy 84 is here. His Way Homestead. Nursing Our Travel Bug, which is a new member, I think, as of today. There is a members only community tab, but not a chat. You can go to the members only, community tab, and there's a members only section. I think that's how that works. It might be members beside the community tab, but either way, it's right there close to the community button. So, and you can comment and all that kind of good fun stuff. So yeah. So anyway, here is Time for Exploring is in the house. Texas Family Camping, another one of our members is here. Go on down. Timmy Ray the King's in the house. Aaron Jemison is here. Johnny's Journey is in the house. Newly monetized Johnny's Journey. Thrifty Angela is here, one of our members. Shanna Craft is here. Beyond Beauty 3. Hey, Beyond Beauty 3. I'm going to miss your morning shows because I'm on the school bus when you have your morning show. Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oaks, is here. Let's see. Healthy Homestead Chick. Hey, guys. Artist on the Road, another one of our members, is here. And Howard, I don't know, is that Keeple? I'm terrible with pronouncing names, so maybe I got it close. Nettie is one of our members. She's in the house. So anyway, y'all see the green team. That is members of our new YouTube member thing. It's $4.99 a month. You'll see stuff in there that we don't do on YouTube. So your YouTube experience will not change if you become a member. It will not change if you don't become a member. It's all the same. What our membership is something totally different, but it's just tied to YouTube because that's how we introduce it to y'all. So YouTube members, which is the green people in green, that's just a whole nother experience. So $4.99 a month. I get $3.50 a month per person of that, and you get to know my family a lot more than you ever would if you were just on YouTube. Stuff that we don't get to share here, you'll see, and you'll get a heads up on stuff. Maybe the night before, you'll hear about something that we're going to talk about the next day. Not a whole lot of stuff there, but enough that I think you guys will enjoy it. Matter of fact, I think we've done about 8 posts. We've had it up 2 days. 6 or 8 posts. I think we've had it up 2 days. You also get emojis, special emojis that you can use just for members. Your name will be green, of course, and you'll have a peace sign out by your name. The longer you stay a member, those peace signs will change colors. Thanks, Texas Family Camping. But anyway, that's what the membership thing's all about. If you want to be a part of that, the bot's dropping links. There's links on about every page if you're on your laptop. If you're on your iPhone, for some reason there is no link, but you will see a link. The bots will drop a link. There's a link to join the membership on the about page. There's a link to join the membership on the description. I don't know. There's a lot of places. If you're on your iPhone and don't see it, there's plenty of other places if you want to join the team. So that got that out of the way. In the morning, we're gonna have Ava Potterfield on the show. Y'all have to come by and check that out. Thursday, we're gonna have See Our View. Friday is Fun Day Friday. So that's gonna be a blast. Also, don't forget we got a free podcast now up and running. It's currently available on 3 different platforms. Hopefully to have it up on 4 or 5 before it's all said and done. Anchor, the company that's hosting the podcast, they distribute it out to different places. It just takes a week or 2 to get it all out. There's Emily Gross. So, anyway, we got that going. What else? What am I forgetting?
Nothing that I know of, but what is that noise? It sounds like something snoring.
Let me see. Hang on.
That must be on Nettie's end. I put my...
Everybody's asking, what is that sound? It sounded like somebody's snoring or something.
Anyway, we got 21 in the house, so we'll have some more. We usually do better a little longer.
Better.
I hope you didn't pinch his nose off. You gotta let him breathe. Oh Lord. Anyway, so tonight we've got Mr. S Travel Quest with us. They're a fairly new channel. Or I guess you would say small channel. I don't know how long they've been around. We're gonna find out about all that in a minute. And y'all are gonna get to meet them. Rayleigh Creative Travel wants to know if Teresa's dog was visiting the set.
Right? That's kind of what it sounds like.
So make sure I didn't miss any comments before we get this party started. So, all right. So we got 21 in the house. So let's get our guest up here and see what we can learn about our new guest. And Natasha kept saying, what is that? Yep. That was Nettie. Y'all don't be yelling at Nettie. All right. How about it, Mr. S Travel Quest? Y'all ready? What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Good to have you here with us.
Well, thanks for the invite. Appreciate it.
Good deal. So tell us your name.
All right. My name is Nick Sanchez, and I live in Texas. And when we talk about the channel and what I kind of do.
Yeah. I just want. So you're Nick, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Mr. S. I just got this shirt today, so I'm wearing it.
Yeah. Styling and profiling today.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, tell us a little bit about your channel. Tell us how it got started and what it's about. Basically, what your channel's about.
Okay, so I live in Texas, and what my channel's about is really traveling and state parks. And I just got a camper, so you're gonna start seeing some content on that soon. But me and my wife, we wanted to get outdoors more, get in touch with nature. And, I was looking online and I didn't really see too many videos that would talk about in detail of what the parks were about. And it was mostly like a vlog style. There's people kind of checking out the park, talking. So I decided, you know what? I want to check out these parks myself. But when I make these videos, I kind of want to get, description, like how much does it cost, right? Trails, if you're into hiking, like how does the trail good? Because I'm getting back into working out and trying to get in shape. So there's different levels. There's moderate, there's challenging, stuff like that. So far I've been to 14 Texas state parks and 2 out of state parks. So that's what my channel is focusing on. Traveling, state parks, hiking, stuff of that nature.
Yeah, cool. So you said you just bought you a camper. What'd you buy?
Yes, sir. I got a trail light. It's a trail light R Vision 19. I just got it. It needs some work, so I'm working on the roof. We had some hail damage recently, so I was ready to take it out. The roof got damaged, and I'm working on it right now. So once that's done, you're gonna see some videos on that on my camper.
So you got to do videos of doing the repair work, right?
Yes, sir. You know it.
So His Way Homestead said you were definitely not born in Texas.
You're absolutely right. I'm born and raised New York.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
So I lived in Texas for about 11 years. So this is my home state. I'm not going anywhere. I love Texas.
So how'd you wind up in Texas from New York? That's a big change.
You know what? I'll just let you know. All my ex is from Texas. So all my exes from Texas. So I'm remarried, and so I've been living out here for 11 years.
Wow. So y'all heard it right here. He's the reason for the song. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm keeping it honest here.
Oh man. So Chasing America said they just checked out your channel and the banner instantly made them want to watch the videos. So
that's good.
You're done gaining some friends in here already.
That's good. And I have a friend in here, David. David's in here. He's in Texas Family Camping, and he's the one that kind of told me about you guys. So I was definitely interested. I've never done nothing like this before, so
this is your first live stream?
Yes, sir.
Well, good deal. Good deal. We're gonna rock that channel tonight because I looked at it at 166, and I know we're gonna get it over to 170 anyway, at least.
It's already 170.
We're done up to 170. So
woohoo!
So Nettie left and come back in.
I'm back.
So tell me about what are you guys' name? I want to know a little bit about you guys.
Now, I'm a weekender. Go ahead, Nettie.
I'm in Texas, so I was excited. Okay. Yeah, especially I saw your last video and about the dinosaur park, and I've been wanting to go there so bad. I love dinosaurs since I was a child.
You know what?
I'm like, oh man.
You need to go there, and I was excited to go, and that was on like my top parks to visit, but I wanted to wait till summertime, right? And we took the whole family, the kids, and they loved it. And everybody kept saying, "This is not real. It's not real dinosaur tracks because it's in the water." And they ate it up. And there was so much to do at the park, and there's so much to do outside the park. So we definitely gonna try to make this like a summer tradition to check out Dinosaur Valley State Park.
Well, that was an amazing park. I loved your video. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So how you dealing with the heat? It's been hot.
Oh, we're doing. Yeah.
It was 105
Let's
recently.
stop right here. Nick don't know that Nettie lives in the Taj Mahal Class A. So let's just get that out right up front. They ain't no camping or RVer in Nettie. It's glamping to the extreme.
You have to have that AC on blast.
Like if Donald Trump comes to town, he has to stand on the sidewalk and watch people drive through.
Oh man! So where are you guys from?
So I'm North Alabama. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I'm Missouri.
Missouri, Alabama, Texas. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So none of us from New York.
No.
Oh,
no.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, I travel to the east every summer, so I go to Alabama. I go to North Carolina. That's where my folks live. So my dad retired out there. So I drive through Alabama.
You're doing park reviews. That's awesome. I love that.
Yes,
Somebody
ma'am.
asked, "Were you a military?"
No, I wasn't. I know. My hair getting a little short, so I'll keep it short.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go bald yet. I'm holding on to what I have left.
I got you. So, what got you to wanting to do YouTube?
You know what? I'm a teacher, I'm a public school teacher, and I work with kids with special needs. And
Oh, wait a minute.
so
Stop the boat.
okay,
I drive a special needs school bus.
really,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Hey, I love my bus drivers.
I love special needs, period.
Yeah, same here.
So
Same
go ahead.
here.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So I'm a special education teacher, and I started getting kids with obviously different disabilities in my classroom. And one of the students was deaf, hearing impaired, and of course we work with different types of people, staff, students, parents. So the parents kept on saying they couldn't communicate with their child, and I said, how about if I made videos using sign language, right? And we started doing ASL videos, and this is a different channel. And then I started getting comfortable editing and using green screens, and I felt comfortable, working on YouTube as a tool for the classroom. So eventually, I was like, you know what? This year, I wanted to make my own channel with traveling. Obviously, it's a different channel, and it's focused on traveling. And I started feeling a little comfortable with the editing, because that's the hardest part. Is putting the content together and make it something that somebody wants to watch. Because if you're just throwing stuff together, it's not gonna look good. So I use that skill set in what I make now, and that's how I started. We started in January, so not too long ago.
So before I forget, to all the members, we uploaded a couple of new, one or two new emojis, didn't we? One new one since this morning. So if y'all haven't been over to look at the emojis, there's a brand new Felix Happy Place Camping emoji. Go check that out.
Was Nettie on there this morning? I think was she new this morning? No, she was on there this morning, wasn't she? I don't know.
Anyway, so y'all go check out them. All the members, you'll have that, special emojis. So we got them uploaded this afternoon. So we got some new ones in there. So.
Yeah, so I actually have two deaf brothers.
Really?
Yes,
so you know a little bit of ASL?
I have one that was born deaf.
Okay.
And the other one lost his hearing when he was, I want to say, about 4 from a high fever.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he's actually partial deaf. He can communicate better now, but my other brother that was born deaf, he's completely deaf, but he's pretty amazing. He can teach people how to sign without really doing it the right way, but just so they can communicate with them. So
and that's the hard part. That's the hard part, because they got they want them to learn ASL, but what we're kind of focusing lately on is it's something called AT, Assistance Technology, which is communicating with the iPad. And for the longest time, I would fight, speech pathologists, and I was like, I want to use ASL because that's their language, that's how they talk. But they got to use that with the iPad, because when they go in the community, not everybody's gonna know what ASL is.
Exactly. Yeah.
We have talkers, y'all do too, but we have nonverbal kids. They use the iPad. And they're talkers, like they can program in words to let them communicate. And when we first got them into Cobb County, I had a boy on my bus. He's a big Alabama fan, and he knew my daughter went to Auburn, so he had to rag me. And so he had put in his iPad, his talker. He put in "Roll Tide, Mr. Gary," and so he would say, he punched the button, "Roll Tide, Mr.
He probably kept on pressing that button too, right?
Yeah. So it's amazing, the interaction and the seeing the smiles on the face. I was born without one ear, and I have a Baja implant. You probably heard of those, or you probably got some kids that have them.
Yeah.
My implant snaps on and off, and then I have a hearing aid in my right ear. But I learned to read lips. I never learned sign language, but I learned to read lips. So now with all these masks, I've lost half my hearing.
You know what? We start school tomorrow, so we've been working in the classroom, and I'm already hard of hearing. I have 50% hearing loss in my left ear, so I didn't know how much I depended on reading lips, and then everybody's wearing masks, and I'm like looking deep in their eyes, like trying to understand what you're saying, like
Watching their cheeks move.
yeah, it's like what are you saying? So it is a challenge because if you're not 6 feet apart, everybody's wearing those masks.
If I was around you for a year and I knew what we were talking about, I could take off all my hearing devices and read your lips and tell you what we were talking about. But you cover up your mouth with a mask, and I could put my hearing aids and my Baja on. I still have a hard time understanding what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
I've read lips my whole life.
Yeah, I didn't think I read lips like that too until recently, going back to school and everybody wearing those masks.
Yeah, I've had a hard time with it because even in special needs, we're not pressuring our kids they have to wear a mask, even though the school system is. But special needs, they get an out, but we're not telling our kids that.
Yeah,
we were given permission to try to get our kids to wear them, and so we made it fun on my bus. And so far, we're 100% no gripes, no complaints. So,
let me ask you, you drive a bus, right? You have an assistant, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay. So I was just curious how it was in Alabama because each state is different.
Right. It's not required in Alabama.
Okay.
But I've never been on a bus, special needs bus, where I didn't have an aid.
Okay.
So in our county, now not all counties are the same, but in our county, for the most part, we've always had aid. Beyond Beauty, what I was talking about is special needs kids. Most special needs kids have medical issues. We've got a big majority of our high risk kids that are doing online learning.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even come back, but the kids we have left have issues like real hyper. They can't control themselves, and a mask is like you holding their arms down.
Yeah, it's like a restraint.
Yeah, it's like you're restraining them. So we're not forcing our special needs kids to wear them. But I will say that we got, even school-wide, we're probably, in just our special needs school, we're probably still running 98+%. There's probably not but one or two that not been able to do it. I've got a kid on my bus. I did not think there's no way under the sun he'd be able to wear one because his adrenaline is 1,000 times more than ours all day. Like he is, you know the kid I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mr. Geary, can't sit down. He'll sit down. He may stand up. Can't sit down. It's nothing that he's doing for meanness. There's just so much adrenaline flowing through his little body. And he is my best mask wearer. He'll tell you, I said, I'll call his name. And I said, we're going to wear our mask. He'll say, yep, we don't want to make nobody sick.
Mm-hmm. I know. Right. I worked over the summer, ESY, which is summer school. And everybody's nervous now. But I'm going to tell you right now, they have all these things in place. Masks, face shields, gloves, hand sanitizers everywhere. And to my surprise, my students we kind of practice wearing a mask because out here, if you're 10 and up, you have to wear a mask. The kids who are younger, like kindergarten, first grade, and the mask has to be worn if you're not 6 feet apart. To my surprise, they wear it. It's like they think it's cool, like they're superheroes. We make it fun. We don't make it like it's a bad thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I told them all when they got on the bus, we've been in school. This is our second week. And so our first week, we staggered. Like we had, like on my bus, I don't have many kids anyway. We cover big areas. And, but anyway, we had so many the first day, and then they got to stay home the second day, and so many more. First 4 days. But anyway, them first 4 days, when they get on the bus, I'd say my mask is cooler than your mask. I mean, I was just rocking it, and they love it. Of course, my bus is always fun anyway. So, we go by the rules, but we make the rules cool and mean something. They're not just rules because somebody said don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do the rules because there's a good reason why we do the rules.
Yeah.
So You learn a lot in 15 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
No, definitely. And I'm pretty sure you've seen some things like rules change.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now they reward kids for not being real bad.
Yeah, it's called positive reinforcers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts. Not on my bus.
No, I know.
I
know.
reward kids on my bus, but I only reward them when they're good. Now the teacher can do what they want.
Uh-huh.
We don't have that mess on my bus. I'm from Alabama, and some of our teachers are not from Alabama. I'm just saying.
They're not from New York, are they?
I'm not saying. But you know what I mean. There's always those teachers, and they have good intentions, and sometimes it's board mandated.
Mm-hmm.
It's not mandated in our school system, which I can't do nothing to them except make them sit away from their friends or make them not talk. That's all I can do. Or if they're really mean, I can have them put off the bus for a day or two. But you know what I'm saying? But if we don't have to do anything to them to punish them.
Yeah.
Because if we're their friends every day of the year, when they do something bad, if we're disappointed in them, that's enough. Kids don't like for their friends to be disappointed in them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not rewarding negativity. That is showing disappointment in negativity. So that's really all you got to do. They just want a friend.
Yeah, I'm big in verbal praises. You know, even physical, like fist bumps, high fives.
Yeah, me too.
They're telling them good job, and you know, just keeping everything positive because you don't know what they go home to.
Oh, I know.
So, you know, at least at school, it's gonna be positive all day.
Yeah, I've got, and I didn't do this a lot when I first started, but over the years, I've got into this whispering, and so I've got for the most part, my kids are teachable. You know what I'm saying? In other words, if I say, "Hey, we can't do this," yes, Mr. Gear, I know we can't do this. All my kids are teachable. In other words, they can follow commands. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They know the difference in right and wrong. So if I have a kid doing something that they know the rules and they know not to do, I'll usually call them up to the front when I get somewhere like parked in the driveway, and I don't yell. I'll just say, "Hey, come up here." And then I'll say, "We did not just do that." But I'll just start talking real low, and usually they'll start crying. I mean, the mere fact that they know that I'm disappointed and I'm talking low. I mean, I got one little boy. He's probably 11 now, but he grew up on my bus. I'll say, did I just see you do that?" And they're like, "Yes, Mr. Gary." That's usually it. And then I make them repeat back to me what they're not supposed to be doing. Yeah.
You're reminding them of the rules.
Yeah, we always tell them what they're in trouble for. That is a good thing that I've learned over the years.
Yeah. So they won't do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Happy Place Camping, what's going on?
Not too much.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm just watching the chat.
You said you're from Missouri?
Yep.
So you go into any state parks out there?
Oh, yeah, quite often. We've been to Texas a few times. We went down to like Palo Duro and
yes, I want to go there.
What's that other canyon that's pretty close to that? What's the name of that other canyon? Cap Rock.
Cap Rock Canyon. Yes.
We went down we actually camped at Cap Rock.
How was that?
That was good. It was a good place to visit. We liked it. Other than the big bison and buffalo that walked right through the campground, and then I had to drag my dog into the because you don't have a chihuahua,
do you? Barking.
We also camped down on Magnolia Beach down at the Gulf. We did that back at Christmas time. That was fun. We love Texas. There's so much there to see. We've got to go back because we can't do it all in one trip.
I know whenever in the summertime I always leave for maybe a week and I'll come back. It takes me a good 8 hours just to get out of the state.
Oh yeah. It takes forever to
I'm driving and driving. We still in Texas? Yes, we're still in Texas.
Yeah.
And you know what? When I go through Alabama, it rains so much out there. I gotta always replace my windshield wipers. I'm like, all right, we're going to the
Yeah.
east. Those wipers need to be changed because I live in West Texas and it's real dry out here. So really never rains, right? So we go to the East Coast. I gotta check those wipers. If not, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, and you better fill that water bottle up to wash your windshield off too.
Oh yeah, with all those bugs.
Yeah, I tell you something good for that. We use it a lot here in Alabama. We put the Rain-X windshield washer fluid in our tanks.
Okay.
And that helps to get bugs off as well. It's got some kind of wax system in it. It's good for bugs too.
I purchased some recently, but you know what gets the bugs off? Dishwashing soap. Like on your truck. I got a truck, so my guard, I just put a little bit of dishwashing soap. It comes right off.
Wow.
Yeah, Dawn does pretty good. Dawn soap.
Yeah, it works miracles.
Don't wash your truck with it because it's got a lot of grit in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have those little white lines all over your truck.
Yeah, no, we don't want that.
So what is the next big trip for Mr. S?
Well, right now I'm visiting a lot of these smaller parks, and I got like a playlist called Hidden Gems. So everybody knows the big parks, right? You know, you said Palo Duro Canyon. We have what's called Colorado Bend, Enchanted Rock, all these parks around Texas, right? I'm gonna go Big Springs next. Big Springs State Park, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's one of the smallest parks that we have out here. So you just drive, it's like a loop. You drive around, and then they maybe have one trail, and that's what I'm gonna do this weekend. And I post videos every Sunday, so that's what I'm gonna work on, and that's my next big trip.
Good deal. By the way, I keep forgetting that we run a podcast off the show. So we have Happy Place Camping sitting beside me, Miss Felix. And right under me, we have Mel Nettie Living Free Zip Code List, Mr. Nettie. And sitting beside Nettie, we have our guest, Mr. S Travel Quest, Mr. Nick. So I forget our podcast people can't see the screen. And so we're in here talking today with Mr. S Travel Quest, the YouTube channel, and we're learning a little bit about their life and their travels and about their channel. So, so it sounds pretty interesting. What is the coolest thing you've seen in your travels? I know what I think you're going to say, but
all right, you should tell me. What do you think?
The dinosaur place.
Oh man, I loved it. I loved it. I love it. You know it.
That's the coolest place?
It's the coolest place. There's a couple parks that are high on my list. Number one is Garnet State Park. And number two, it is Dinosaur. All right. So let me just tell you, if you haven't been or heard of Garnet State Park, it's the Disney World of Texas state parks.
It's huge.
Oh, wow.
All right, I'm not even exaggerating, and people have been there and in the chats. If you've been in the chats, let me know if I'm wrong. Okay, we went there with my family for 3 days recently, and I made a video about it. I had to make it 3 videos because it was that big. Okay, the park has the Frio River, like 3 miles of it. The water is clear; you can see through it, so you know if there's any fish swimming around you. Right, the water is cold. Frio means cool, right, in Spanish. The park has a candy store, an ice cream store, a store to buy, you know, like not a grocery store, but a common goods store, right?
Yeah.
And it's a CCC park, which is Civilian Conservation Corps. I'm a history buff. I love those history parks. And that's when those guys, you know, in the 30s, they needed money, they had to work. So they made these parks all across the United States. So there's a dance hall. And I think at 9 or 10 o'clock, all the teenagers and some adults, they'll go and start dancing, line dancing out there. And every night, it's like a party out there. And they got trails for days. So I went with my daughter out there. We went and we did a couple miles in the trail. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's Disney World in the state park.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Van Life with Gina Payne. Thanks for the super chat. So good to have you in here. Hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm sure I missed a lot of people. There's Archie Dude, Linda Barker. I don't know. I probably missed some of you guys. I don't mean to. It's just hard for me to stay focused looking at two things at one time.
Yeah, they have bike trails there. Yeah, you know what? And I've been biking recently too. So I think you're gonna see some content on my channel with biking. I'm just getting into it. I'm not a pro at all.
Yeah.
Just I got a helmet. I got my bike, and I got a 3D printer recently. So I bought like a mount. I guess you could put a action camera on.
Oh, cool.
You know, so I've been messing around with it, and I've just been riding around in my neighborhood because I don't have that endurance yet to do a trail. I'm working on it.
The next bike I get will be an e-bike.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what? I see on people's channels. I see a lot of them having that. Those motorized bicycles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem pretty cool.
I want one with the fat tires, so I can go off road. So while you're pedaling and burning off calories, I'm riding behind you, filming you.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine with me. Just make me look good. That's all I ask.
I'm just like, so what I'll have your camera pointing to me.
Okay. Oh,
And
okay.
I'll have my camera pointing to you.
Okay.
And it'll be like the dummy and the electric bike.
Hey, listen.
You're
You
gonna
can do.
sweat. Your shirt will be covered in sweat, and I'll be back here just a trucking right along.
As long as you got me in 4K, I'm fine.
I'll be going for the e-bike endorsement, and you'll be going for the Gatorade endorsement.
Hey, whatever pays more, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, buddy.
Now, have you made it to Big Bend yet?
No, that's on my list. I'm waiting for it to cool down. You know, it's hot out here.
Hot.
Yes, and it's been in 105, 108, and I'm like, maybe when it gets into the 90s and 80s, and we don't really have a winter in Texas.
No.
maybe a fall, maybe.
Yeah.
So when it gets like to the 70s and 80s, I start going a little further out to those parks.
Mm-hmm.
There's Troubadour in the house. Did Shanna Craft has done been in here, I think. Troubadour will come in. Yeah, so what has been the most disappointing trip you've been on? You're like, man, I was all psyched up and I got there and I'm like, well, this would have done. What was that?
Right. Oh man. All right. So I'm not gonna say the name of the park. I'm not gonna say it.
Why? We want to know.
Yeah, so we don't go.
Yeah, so we don't go. New Horizons in the house.
All right. So okay. I'll let you guys know. So
it don't go out to but like 1 million people buy lunch tomorrow.
All right. I'm just letting you guys know I'm probably gonna get some thumb down on my channel because of this, all right?
Me too.
No, okay, so I have a local park in my town, okay? And the town's called San Angelo State Park. Now, I've been to this park a while ago before I started getting into state parks, and I didn't really remember much of it. So I was like, you know what? I got a local state park. Let me check it out. I already been to a couple state parks, so I have an expectation, right? Like it's gonna have trails, it's gonna have shade. There's something to do. Now, this park, I'm not knocking it. If you're into bike riding, like mountain bike riding, and if you have a horse, which I don't, it's perfect for you. Perfect.
Beyond Beauty 3 will love this place.
Yes,
Yeah, you may have a horse.
Well, if you have a horse and you're into mountain biking, this park's for you. But unfortunately, I'm just getting into mountain biking. I'm not there yet, but I'm into hiking. There's really no shade at this park. It's like a desert. Okay. The trails go into like nowhere. There's nothing to see, like point of interest, because some parks have those CCC point of interest, or you're looking at a waterfall, or there's a scenic overlook, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. I worked this hard to get up here and look at it. There's nothing. Everything's flat, right? But and then they have fossils from dinosaurs, but it's not Dinosaur Valley State Park, okay? It's not Dinosaur Valley. It's like It's like some fish. I don't know, and you can't really see it. I know what it is because I've been there before, and I know what I'm looking at. But if it's your first visit, you're like, I'm just seeing dirt, and so that was my most disappointing part. I've been there a couple times, just to kind of get experience and do the trails and do a review. And they got two sides, like a north and a south side. But that's the part that's the most disappointing part so far. And I've been to 14 of them so far in Texas.
Wow. So it stinks to go to a place and you're just so disappointed because for one, you wasted all your time getting there and getting ready, and you had a lot of high expectations. You're like, wow, this was a bummer. I could have stayed home and watched paint dry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not too upset about it because the park's not far from me. Seriously, maybe 15-20 minutes drive to get to this park. It's real close. But there's nothing to do out there. Like, there's really nothing. I've been to Abilene State Park, which is about an hour and a half from me, and they have a historic swimming pool you can get into. It's huge. They got trails, which is shaded, and they got something called ADA accessible, which is wheelchair bound, or you can get on those trails. And they have a lake too, Lake Abilene, and it's only an hour and a half of me, and there's so much more to do at that park compared to my home park. So I'm like, man, I wish they had more stuff at this park.
Yeah. So when you get your camper fixed, what's the first trip? What do you got planned?
The San Angelo State Park.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm a newbie with the camper. I'm getting familiar with driving it because when you have all that weight behind the truck, makes me a little nervous. And I want to hook it up. Once I get it fixed, I kind of want to get comfortable hooking up. And it's right near me, so if I make a mistake, no big deal.
Yeah.
And then once I feel comfortable, I kind of venture out.
Yeah, that's a great idea, by the way. That is a lot of the suggestions that the RV community would give to anybody. Go local, go somewhere safe, close to a Walmart.
Yeah, right.
Because reason being, Walmart, you can buy about anything you need to fix something.
Yeah,
Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot.
They even have tires there too.
Yeah,
if you need a tire.
Yeah. That's a great plan to get the bugs worked out of it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited for you because I think that you're going to have so much more opportunity when you get this rig. So how big is this camper you got?
Well, it's a hybrid camper, and I've been reading over the manual, and it says it's 19 feet. But
of course you read over the manual. You're a school teacher.
That's right. You got to read it, right?
Every guy in this chat said he's a school teacher. Don't think nothing about it. He's a school teacher.
No, so it says it's 19 feet. But you know what? I have a question for you guys about this. So it's 19 feet. When you expand it, because it's a hybrid, you expand it as 2 beds on each side, and it makes it 26 feet. Now, this is my question, okay? Because I'm new to this. If you go to a state park,
if
you go to the state park, you know how there's certain areas that this is for 19 feet under, or this is for 26 feet and up, and there is limitations. You can't bring the biggest camper at a park. Some parks don't have room for that, right? Now, if it's a hybrid, do you put the biggest? Like, if it expands, it's 26 feet. Do I say it's 26 feet, or do I say it's 19?
I say you would say the 26 because when you expand it out, you don't want to stick out in the road, or you don't want to have a tree right behind the camping spot. I would say, and what take a vote in the chat? Do you count the 26 feet or do you count the 19? Roy and Becky, I done got a 26.
Okay, I'm looking at the chat. Yeah, okay, that's good to know because I'm like, what do I do? But, okay.
I think you got to go your biggest. You're expanded because you got to make sure you got room.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're not going to have much issue with a 26 foot anyway.
No, I know because I seen most parks have at least 26 feet. It's more when you get into the 30-40 feet range.
When you get into the Taj Mahal, like what Daddy has, that's when you have to, you call Walmart and you book their parking lot and then tell them to leave the lights on.
Right. I need the whole back part.
Oh man. So, so what kind of truck do you have?
I have a Dodge Ram 1500.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got
Forward.
my first Ram 2500 a year ago.
Okay.
With the Cummins 4-wheel drive 4-door. So what is yours?
It's the 4-door, the cab.
2500 a half ton.
No, it's the 1500. 1500.
Oh man.
Yeah,
You had to
I'm
get
not there
a
yet.
Ram. Then you went to 1500. I thought you had a truck.
Oh,
You got a Hot Wheel.
Oh man, hey, it pulls my camper. I'm fine with it.
I'm just kidding you. It should pull that pretty good, especially
Yeah.
if being a hybrid, it's not as heavy.
No, it's
because
not.
You got the pop outs.
Yeah, it's like I think they said the max weight on it is 3,600. It's right under 4,000 pounds, so it's not a lot of weight.
Yeah, so you should be good. You got your weight distribution sway bar and all that.
Yeah.
That'll balance you out pretty good. K&R Destination, they pull their 30-foot with a half-ton truck. They pulled it all the way down here. We had a meetup down here. Texas Family Camping give me a hard time. Yeah, I think to say K&R come down here in a half-ton Chevy of all things, pulling a 30-foot camper. And it was squatted a little bit. I don't think they had the people at Camping World set that up. I probably should have looked at it, but I didn't know how his leveler worked compared to mine, so I didn't want to mess with it. But it could have been leveled up a little bit more, I think, unless it was maxed out, and I didn't really notice. But he done good. He pulled it 11 hours back home. He pulled it down here from Knoxville, and then he went from here back home, which was 11 or 12 hours, with his half ton pulling a 30-foot. But it's a lightweight. It weighs probably about half what yours does too. I think mine's 7,000 pounds. I got a 27.5-foot work and play toy hauler. But I pulled mine with my 2500. You don't even know it's back there. Matter of fact, I pulled it 5 hours home without even a sway hitch or sway bars or anything. So,
do you need a sway bar?
I probably wouldn't have to have one in perfect conditions, but what I tell everybody, plan for worse conditions.
So you know.
So I do, if I'm going like Smoky Mountains, which is 4 hours for me, I hook I know I'm going to be going through Knoxville and Chattanooga. I put my levelers up and I put my sway bars on, because there's always that idiot that whips over in front of you and you slam on your brakes. Yeah, my truck will probably handle that. But what if you have two idiots at the same time and you move a little bit? I want to be able to control it. Mine does have a Cummins his way homestead. Mine's a Cummins. This is my first Ram. I've been a Chevy guy all my life, so I'm somewhat satisfied. Other than it rides like a Amish horse and wagon. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. But a Chevrolet will outride it. But this Cummins motor is hard to beat. But
And Ryan Becky said yes.
Yes, what?
Sway bar.
Yeah.
Sway bar?
We have one on ours mostly because when we're like on the interstates and stuff and the semis go by,
Yeah,
we just like suction and our little trailer just like so one on there.
I can do mine really no problem. I ran we bought ours in LA, Lower Alabama, and we drove it 5 or 6 hours home, and we had to go through Birmingham, which is a bunch of traffic. Yeah. And I run 60, 65 mile an hour, and trucks come by me at 70, 75. Man, I didn't even know it. I don't even know it back there. But, I had perfect situation coming home. I was taking my time. I didn't have no idiots involved. It wasn't raining. But if I didn't read, normally reading, I didn't have the hitch set up then was because when I got down there, that stupid sway bar hitch and load leveling hitch was based on a small shank, 2.5. What is it, 2.5? And I got a 3-inch hitch, and I didn't have an adapter. I'm thinking, surely to God, a load leveling hitch will have a 3-inch tube on it. I mean, you'd think it's a load lever. You'd want it to be heavy, strong. That just blew my mind because that's the first one I had. So I had to bring it home. I have an adjustable hitch. So I just raised my hitch all the way up to the top, set that baby on it, come to the house. His way camping asked, mine's a 2017 Ram 2500 Limited with the Cummins.
Is it still for sale?
It will be for sale, but I got somebody that's got first shot at it in the community. So when I get it, I'm not selling it after we sell our house. So, but I've got one of our community members wants first shot at it. So, oh yeah, his way home said they couldn't imagine having one since they've had a diesel. Couldn't imagine having a truck without a diesel anymore. I agree. I have drove one with a gas burner since I've had my diesel, and I did not like it. It don't have the torque and the pulling, and I don't know. I just don't want to go back to another. But I am looking, if I sell my Ram, I'm going to go down in price. I've been looking at the F450s. But I don't know. I'm not a Ford guy, so it's going to take a little persuading. But I wasn't a Ram guy until last year, so.
Okay, so I'm bored with your truck talk now. So you talking about your little dog? Because I seen it earlier behind you.
Oh, Peanut.
Peanut. Okay.
Yeah,
That's my COVID dog.
Ah, okay.
Well, let me tell you what happened. So me and my wife, we have a Chihuahua, and we're both public school teachers, right? And she just had this idea, when COVID happened, we had to do everything online at home, and she was like, "Hey, do you wanna adopt a dog?" And usually I'm like, I don't know, we got one, we're okay. I was like, let's go to the pound. So we went, and she thought we were just gonna look. We actually picked up 2 dogs, right? But we was fostering one because the dog pound is sad. There's so many dogs in cages and stuff. So I was like, I feel bad. I can't, I don't want to take too many dogs. So we took 2. We adopted one, but fostered one until somebody would adopt it. And we was taking pictures and all that. And they did get adopted. But Peanut is our hiking dog. So she's full of energy, right? And so yeah, she's back and forth. And if you see her disappear behind me, she's probably hitting me because she wants attention.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see me do this every once in a while.
Oh, Lord.
Well, good for you for adopting a dog, because you're right. Those animal shelters are so full.
They are. They look for walkers, like people to walk the dogs. And I didn't think it was that bad until you go up there and you're like, man, there's so many dogs in cages, and the cage is not even the size of a closet. So they're there all day. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's my hiking dog. I made a video about her first hike, and it was in San Angelo State Park.
Oh, okay. I'll have to go watch that one. So I can see
for somebody that don't like that place, they sure go there a lot.
Oh man. Hey,
that's all I'm saying about that.
15 minutes away from me.
Way to promote a bad video.
Man.
So Family Camping says, what's your next video coming up this Sunday?
It's gonna be Big Springs State Park.
Oh wait. So what is it a Chihuahua? The fur baby? Peanut?
You know what? It's I forgot. Let me wife real quick.
Pekingese Chihuahua mix.
It's mixed. It's a mixed dog. It's mixed.
Let me see her.
All right. Let me go get her. I'll go get her. Show her off for a second.
Yeah,
give me a second, guys.
I got brothers, Pekingese Chihuahua, and they look totally different.
All right, I'll be right back.
We got to see the fur baby. My great.
Yeah, definitely.
That's much more interesting than the Dodge Ram talk.
Yeah, that's just lady.
Scared? I'll give you my card. Peanut, come here. Come here.
Peanut might be camera shy.
That's true. I thought I might have muted. He might not know his mic's hot. Some people think when they turn the camera off, it turns the mic off.
No, I could care less whether I had a Ram. Actually, I have always been a Ford truck girl. That's always been my favorite. But every
Right here.
Look at the baby.
a little terrier.
Yes, it's mixed.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And the first thing I noticed with her is her paws, because the little Chihuahua is real small, and we didn't think she was gonna get. I mean, she's a small dog, and we didn't think she was gonna get that big, but she weighs twice as much as my Chihuahua.
Oh Lord. Oh yeah, she's a pretty good size girl. That's about the size of Groot and Bentley. Groot and Bentley's pretty good size. They're Pekingese Chihuahua mix.
This dog's hyper. We take her for walks every day, and if I don't do it, she's gonna chew up on something.
Yeah.
I make sure.
Groot is real hyper. Bentley is not as hyper. Bentley's always sad and slow and easy. Groot it don't take much to get him shaking all over. And if you get up to him too fast, he'll pee in the floor.
Yeah.
I've got what's her name? Charlie Grace. She sent me some stuff to get them that would calm them down a little bit.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, his way homestead. When we get you up here, you're talking trucks, buddy. We'll let Felix off that day and Nettie, and we'll just have. I'll get Roy up here, and we'll get Aaron, and we'll just have a truck day.
Oh, brother! I'll be putting in the chat for that one. Oh, I was gonna say, I've always been a Ford truck girl, but like every vehicle we own is a GM product, except for the one Volkswagen that we still have. So I don't know how we ended up with all these GM products, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's me. I went from having Chevrolet since I was in high school, and then I let all my buddies talk me into this Ram, and it's not been a terrible decision. I love it. I had a LTZ Chevrolet, 2500, all you could get from Chevrolet. I buy this limited Ram, and I'm like, that Chevrolet was plain Jane compared to this thing. But now the biggest thing I hate is it rides horrible. I mean, I was telling Jerry Holly when he rode with me in it when he was down here, and it's like hang on, because it's like riding my school bus rides better than my truck. I don't know if it's just the way it's set up to hold big loads and not squat. I don't know. But let's see here what's going on.
Well, somebody asked where Jerry's at. I'm not sure. Thought he would have been in here by now.
Jerry was he took cleaning up a bunch of stuff, and he hoped to make it, but undoubtedly he didn't. Let's see here. Oh, I was reading the chat. Woo.
So Nettie, what's your favorite park in Texas so far?
I would say we really like going to the coast. So we've been to what is it called? Where we went? The state park.
The Mustang Island?
Yeah, it was Mustang Island. Yes. So we really want to try the free camping that they have on the beach here in Texas. We're going to start traveling full time after September. So October 1st.
Nettie, that's for poor people that has tents.
I have a tent and I camp for free on the beach.
Yeah, we can camp for free.
I camp for free on the beach.
But it's not for Taj Mahals. They don't have full hookup.
I beg to differ because there were quite a few really large rigs on Magnolia Beach with us.
Wow. Let me tell y'all my experience about beach camping. We had and I done heard not to do this. We had and I may have showed y'all pictures. If not, I'll try to find some. But we had bought, back when we were selling houses, we bought a 36-foot Gulfstream fifth wheel, decked out, and it was a nice rig. And so the kids wanted to go to the beach, and I done heard, don't carry your rig to the beach. You'll never get the sand out of it. So I picked a campground on the beach, but we took the camping spot next to the road, which was probably 100 yards, 150 yards from the water. They didn't have a beach anyway, but it was the ocean, right? And it had had a place for it had a little bit of a beach, but not much, just for the kids to swim. When we sold that camper 2 years later or 3 years later, I was still vacuuming sand out of that thing.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Uh-oh.
He froze up.
Nick has left the building.
Well, that spot we were at on Magnolia Beach, that was so hard packed, you would have thought it was asphalt. So, I mean,
wow.
it didn't give at all. So you guys would, I'm sure, could park down on something like that and be just fine.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And especially watching your
great.
videos. Man, all the ocean videos, it's making us really want to go.
Man, I'm wanting to go. I got to watch that video today.
That's awesome.
So I get off from the live in the morning. I start downloading. I didn't split it today. I'm thinking that's just too much work for no more game. I mean, it takes me like an hour by the time I start downloading. Then I download it to my editor. I split it. Then I upload 2 sections back into the thing. It just ain't worth it for one ad. And so today I just downloaded it and uploaded it. Man, it's a lot quicker. But time I got that done, eat lunch, and chatted with you guys a little bit, it was time to go to school. Well, I think I told y'all I got to go to school.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I come home from school, and I had not done a thumbnail for tonight, I don't think. And I don't know what we run into. Anyway, getting ready for jury show, it seemed like before you know it, it was time to be back on there, and Dad called. So we lost our guest, folks. I think he lost his internet connection. So if y'all want to do some meet and greet, we'll bring him back up if he comes back up. But if y'all want to do some meet and greet, just don't spam the chat. Don't ask nobody to come to your channel. But if you got some those you'd like to meet, throw them out there and let us know.
It looks like he lost his internet from Texas Family Camping. He just texted them, and it dropped at his house.
Oh,
okay. All right. Well, we'll carry on. We got them a lot of subscribers, and so they should be happy with that. They were at 166 when they come on the show, and they are at 183. So they had a good bump. You dog.
She got you back.
Well, I mean, I just don't have time right now to drive to Alabama and kick your butt. So
that's a hoot.
Just as good.
5-5.
Butt kicking sticker, though. I don't see a butt kicking sticker.
All I know is, guys, y'all don't know what went on behind the scenes today, so that means nothing to y'all.
No.
But there's trouble in paradise. Let me just say.
Yeah, it wasn't really. I didn't do that to be nice. Let's put it that way.
Thanks, Mandarella. You notice I didn't think Happy Place Camping. Let's just say there's something going on behind the scenes.
Because he knows I didn't do it to be nice.
Thanks, Mandarella, for the super sticker. I always get confused. But anyway, these things right here kept me busy.
Whatever. Oh man, too funny.
What's sad is I wish we could use them on the chat.
I know. They're really cute. I really love them.
Yeah.
Lily popped in here.
Lily, she's
Lily's
been
in
traveling.
the house. Truba Duo is awesome as well. Hey, y'all don't forget, and I forgot to mention it. August 25th, that Tuesday night, we've got a young lady, about 12-year-old, going to come sing on our show, and she's going to rock your world. Nettie and Felix have done heard her sing, and she is amazing.
Amazing.
So y'all be sure to be here.
And she's got your last name, which is crazy.
Yep, she carried my last name, and her dad and my dad have exactly the same name, like all three. So, y'all are going to want to come and hear her. It's going to be amazing. I'd like to have 100 people, and I'd like to blow her away that night. So, y'all tell all your friends, bring all your friends, and bring all your channels. I don't care if you got 5. Log them all in. We want her to have a big crowd. We want her to feel special because she deserves it. The Nettie and Felix knows how good she is. And I've talked to her dad. They're real humble people. And I would just like to blow her away. She wrote a good song about what's going on in our world. It's amazing. She wrote it, and she wrote it, and she sings it. And so it's going to be good. So we need to make sure we have a big crowd in here for her on that night. I've been pushing it, I know, above all other channels, but she's a young lady. We should make her feel special. So not many kids have got talent like that, that's willing to sacrifice their time for their talent. Most kids nowadays, their biggest talent is playing video games, and there's nothing wrong with that if you somewhere down the line start creating video games. But you just, not many kids make it playing video games. So, but I played a lot of video games growing up, and y'all can see I made it. So,
with both of us.
Yeah, I can't even check my email without asking Felix and Nettie how to do it.
No comment.
You know it's the truth. So don't forget, guys, we got the new merch store. Got a lot of cool things in it. Got some stuff for the fur babies as well. And like I said, if you've heard me say it before, our average profit margin on most of that's like $5 or $6. So we cut the profit way down to try to get it so that you guys could get it if you want it. There's Jerry Holly.
Jerry Holly! Late is an understatement, Mr. Holly.
He's got the link. I sent it to him in a text.
Oh, I dropped it again. Here's our guest back.
You know what? Then at Real State Park, they heard me talking smack. They must have cut mine.
Oh, yeah, they were like, oh, yeah, okay.
No, David, Texas Family Camping, he texted to me. He was like, hey, they must have cut your line. They must have heard you talking smack.
That's fun.
Hey, they must have cut your line. They must have heard you talking smack.
Jerry, you got something on, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get to it. There you go. Sorry.
Oh, man. So Emily is telling everybody hi again. So
Well, maybe she can come back. So you might want to introduce Jerry.
Jerry, Nick's sitting beside you. Nick, that's Jerry.
How you doing, Jerry?
How you doing, Nick?
Doing all right.
All of our podcast people, Jerry Holly just come in the door. So, and we got our guest, Mr. S. Travel Quest, Nick, back in the house. So he lost his internet, but we got him back in here. So
Yep, because he was talking smack.
Oh, man. They got me.
Cut his internet off.
They cut it. I see. I told you guys I didn't want to talk about it, but
Hey, we want to know it all. We want to have the next video that goes viral.
Oh yeah.
Right?
So, oh man. So, what is the boss lady think about the camper? Is she excited about it?
Yeah, she's excited. She just reminds me that it's gonna be some work, you know. I'm like, I know. But she's excited. She likes doing the hiking and we want to kind of do the camping now. So it's all an adventure, the learning process.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we'll have some hiccups, but there'll be stories to tell.
Yeah.
Texas Family Camping said that at least now they know not to book that state park.
Yeah, don't waste your time. I'm sorry. If I cut out, you know why.
Yeah, we have a storm coming. I can hear it. So if I cut out, it's starting to thunder.
Uh-oh. Storm brewing in Texas.
Rules and
The
the
thunder
light.
roads.
Felix, I'm not taking my shirt off. Quit looking at the camera like that.
This is a G-rated show, Jerry.
Oh wait. Y'all, these yahoos, I'm telling you. Oh man. So did anybody put up Felix's emoji? Did I miss it?
Yeah, it popped up a couple times.
Let's see. I got to find it. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, Jerry will be glad to put it up there, won't he? So
No.
That's me.
Yeah.
Texas Family Camping is asking what show was it that Captain Jack, Aaron Jemison, and Jerry all got shirtless? I don't know. A terrible one. All I can say.
Does that say cool? I thought it was supposed to have a B. I thought it was supposed to have a B on there.
That is another inside joke.
This was trying to figure out what to put on my emoji, and I had suggestions, but they were turned down because of the G rating. So
you can put a hat with the B.
Hey, I got coffee on mine. I'm
proud
of who I am.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you guys something. So, with COVID-19 happening, is there any places that you wanted to go but now you can't go?
I wanted to go to Felix's house, but I'm not going now.
Oh man.
I was going to go to went to Alabama right when they closed the state down. I was in Alabama when they closed the state down, but I was already there, so it was too late.
Oh man, where are you from? If you don't mind me asking, what state?
Oh, what state? I was going to say I'm originally from my mama, back in 1952, but I moved here from Tennessee in 1969. I live in Kansas. Home of the Wizard of Oz. Yeah. So originally from my mom. Yeah.
That's good.
He was in Tennessee also.
Oh,
good to know.
See you, Troubadour. Thanks for coming by.
Good night.
Night. Hey, you're up to 186. I think I was your 185, and somebody came in after me. So.
Awesome.
Woohoo!
20-point game.
I'm not complaining. I'm excited.
I would have been here earlier, but man, they worked me to death after I got off my show. I was ready to go. I was ready for them to go home. They said, no. Get on the roof.
I had to leave yours a minute early, and then Dad called, and I missed all of Grassroots Living.
I did too.
I called right after Dad called. So
I let it run in here, but I was up on the roof cutting a tree off the roof. So.
Oh wow.
Let's see here.
Yeah, Going Green Mom was number 186.
Yep, 186.
Oh,
All right. Thank you so much.
yeah.
I'm excited.
Something we love doing is helping channels grow. So.
Mm-hmm.
Gained
That's
about
good.
20 tonight. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I noticed with YouTube. It's like you kind of work and meet with other communities to kind of grow together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So let me
I
ask
think-
you guys: how do you guys all know each other, and how do you guys come up with the show? No,
Well, let me tell you how Gary came up with his show, okay? Because I think I was the first person ever on it. He was sitting at his kitchen table with nothing to do, and he saw this button that said "Go Live." So I think he clicked it. He was like, "Hello, anybody out there? Hello." So, of course, I felt sorry for him, and I clicked on his live and said, "Hello there." And then from then, he took off. Now he's worldwide.
Yeah.
I started doing lives.
Timothy.
I started doing lives, and as it grew, I wanted to model it after a favorite radio show that I watch a lot. And here, they're syndicated; they're all over the country. The Rick and Bubba Show, and me and Jury was already hanging out together, and Nettie was already a big part of the show. Her and her husband helps us a lot, and Happy Place Camping was just sort of a natural fit for the whole thing. And I wanted the way that the Rick and Bubba Show does. Everybody that's a part of the show is on the show. They're on the live streams. They're on the radio broadcast. And that's what I modeled this off of. We didn't know each other until we all started doing YouTube. None of us knew each other until, matter of fact, I haven't known Happy Place Camping probably but a couple months.
Okay.
I may have known Nettie a little longer than that, and I've known Jerry longer than I've known either one of them. And so we've been on YouTube since. Well, I put one video out, I think, in December, and then I put maybe one or two out in January. And then when I started doing live, I think February or March, when they shut the schools down and started shutting everything down in March, is when I started the morning show. I was already doing this show, and the morning show just grew into basically this, but in the morning.
He only picked me because he needed somebody mean. Because the rest of them are all nice, so he just wanted to be the mean one.
But he came to me to get you. He couldn't even go to you.
Right? Yeah, he's like.
But we're all doing meetups, which is great, Nick. We're all meeting each other. We're going to different functions if we can. There's a big meetup in Arizona in January. There's some in Florida, and we're all trying to all meet up. And it's been really amazing, and we all feel like family. And with Gary at Daydream, he brought me up on stage or on the panel because our channel was going to get interviewed, and I was nervous because I've never been on a live. And he's like, I told him that in the chat, and he's like, well, come on up. Let's get started. And I was all freaked out. But that's how that started with Gary, and it's just progressed from there. I've never left his channel after that.
Well, we Box
I've
Fan
subscribed several times.
Box Fan D sort of taught me about having a producer on the show, because I squirrel real easy, and I couldn't keep up with the chat. So I had Nettie in the green room one night, and then one day I thought, why don't I put Nettie up here? It's a lot easier. Well, then Nettie works still. She's still working. She hadn't retired yet. And so I thought, I need somebody here now. And if I base this off the radio show like I want to, it's not going to hurt to have a crew of people. And so Happy Place Camping was was my pick, and everybody agreed that she was a natural fit. I just had to get Nettie to talk her into doing it. And so we're just all great friends, and we balance each other out. And they do all the work. I'm just a pretty face.
Thank you.
Hey, we got 10 minutes, and we're rating Johnny's journey, right?
Right.
So, but yeah, I got the idea from the producer, probably from Box Fan D, but the whole show itself come from. If you YouTube the Rick and Bubba show, you'll see what I'm talking about. They're on YouTube.
I'm still trying to figure out if Felix Rick or is Nettie Rick and which one's Bubba.
You're Bubba.
Oh, I'm Bubba. Oh, okay.
You're Bubba. One of them is Greg, and one of them Speed Racer. I want to say
Felix is Speed Racer.
Felix is Speed
Racer.
And Nettie is Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I retire, my hair is going to look just like Nettie.
I'm thinking though that Felix is probably Greg because he's always getting one on somebody and calling their bluff. Yeah, and Nettie is always doing keeping everybody straight, so that would be Speed Racer. Yeah.
Texas Family Camping would like to say that Mr. S was the first person to ever comment on one of his videos.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one of his videos. When you're looking on YouTube, you try to find channels that are kind of similar to yours, and I clicked on his channel, and it was similar to what I'm doing. So I just commented on it, and now he has so many subscribers. And he makes videos all the time, and not just about hiking and state parks. He does camping. He's big on camping. Goes with his name, Texas Family Camping.
His way home.
We actually have him on the show. He was on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love his mask videos. I know that's silly.
Yeah. I love those mask videos.
Right?
I love his mask videos.
Yeah.
And the reactions that people get because
that's
what are you doing?
Funny.
Yeah.
I'm always watching the people in the background to see what they're doing.
Yeah. And I asked him, I said, hey, how many more masks do you have? Because, he has a whole bunch of them. He goes, I might have to get some more.
Yeah.
He wore several on the show the other day.
Yeah, he has all of them.
Ford Man said there is another meetup here in Kingsport, Tennessee at Warriors Path State Park, September 25th through the 27th.
That's my birthday weekend.
I don't think I've heard about that one.
I haven't heard about that either.
Is that the one that Big Joe and Malia maybe set up? Because I remember they were supposed to be wanting to do one, and then all that mess happened, and so I figure it probably got canceled.
Where do you guys find out about these meetups?
On the live stream.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
There's one in October in Mayberry, North Carolina, and there's last I heard, it was 38 channels going to be at that one.
Yep. And then it pretty much seems like everybody is going to Quartzsite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Gary. He's the only one not going to go.
I'm not going to get to go to Mayberry either. So we may have a meetup in North Alabama sometime in the spring. Johnny's Journey, we're going to raid you in 6 minutes. We're not going to be late either.
California. I've not heard of any meetups in California because most of the California people are going to be going to Quartzsite. So,
yep.
Well, and I heard California is getting ready to close down again.
Camping therapy, you'll have to come to my meetup whenever we decide to have it. I'll let y'all know when we get it all together.
Yeah, I need to plan one on here in Kansas, right in the middle of the country. Everybody can just come to the middle. Need to plan up one here in Kansas.
Oh, yeah. That would be awesome.
Or Missouri. I mean, either one would be right in the middle. Everybody could come from everywhere.
Yeah.
Now you need to get some property, Jerry, so we can all come out and meet up out there.
Got 10 acres right now. Trust me, I'm mowed 3 every day.
Timmy Ray reminded me too that KT's going to have one the first of the year too.
It's in April of 2021.
Hopefully everything's cleared up by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just tired of it. I'm giving up. If I get it, I get it. I'm about to give up on it.
Yeah. What kind of state parks do you have in Kansas?
What's that?
What kind of state parks do you guys have out there in Kansas?
Oh, we got all kinds of state parks. They're flat, but we got a lot of them. We got a lot of state parks. There's one about 11 miles from me that's got probably 100, 120 campsites in it. It's a pretty nice state park.
Jerry come down here to see me the other day, and we ran over a little pebble in the road. Jerry said, "Boy, that's a big old mountain."
Yeah.
No, that when you took me up the back way to the campground, that was a big old mountain. I said, when you look out your window and you can't see the bottom, that's a big mountain.
And the only trees in Kansas are actually telephone poles.
They used to be trees there, Felix. They used to be trees.
Yeah, they were trees at one time.
Oh. Yeah, Texas Family Camping says Kansas has about 40 San Angelo state parks.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's actually that new, oh gosh, what was it called? It's like Little Jerusalem or Little, it just recently opened, not like a few months, well, maybe a year ago now, in Kansas. And I think it's on the western side of Kansas. And it's supposed to be like a national, is it a national park or a state park? Jerry has no idea what I'm talking about, does he?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Felix. I'm on the east side of Kansas as far as you can go.
The west side, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember.
Mine is not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
There's nothing more boring than western Kansas than eastern Colorado. That's all I can say. You don't know when you leave one and get to the other.
The link has been dropped, Gary.
The link has been dropped.
So we're gonna be raiding Johnny's Journey. Actually, I can't hold my head up. 4:30 in the morning comes early.
Camping Therapy says I'm pretty far away from the camera.
But Johnny's Journey has a great vibe.
Ford Man's birthday is the 27th of September, just so you know.
Yeah.
It's right after yours. Same weekend.
We're going to party that weekend, ain't we? Let's see here.
And when is yours, Felix?
The 10th.
The 10th.
We're having a September birthday party month.
Yeah.
I want to tell y'all, this 4:30 in the morning business is getting old. It's hindering my YouTubing.
Hey, try to work all day. You want to talk about hindering your YouTube?
That's what time Mal gets up. 4:30 every morning.
Actually, I've been waking up at 4:15.
Yeah, he's been getting up at 3:30 because Jack keeps jumping on him.
Yeah, Jesse gets up at like 3:45. I try to sleep till about 7:38. So
you get up like 8:35, get on the show.
I have done that. If Darby had not woke me up because she wanted to go out to potty, I would have missed Gary's show.
All right, guys. It's been fun. Thanks, Nick, for coming out.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it, guys.
Awesome.
We'll
Hey,
see
we'll be
you.
seeing you around.
We'll do this again
Nice
soon.
meeting you.
You
Yeah.
too.
All right, guys.
Take care.
We'll see y'all in the
Take care.
morning. We got Ava Potterfield in the morning. Y'all go see Johnny's Journey. She needs a big crowd over there. If I wasn't about to fall over and hit my head on this desk, I might go by for a minute. But 4:30 comes early. Love you guys. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Let's try.
That was a short song. The hell.
We're
Yeah,
still
that was
live.
really short.
I've lost my.
We're still live.
I know it. I lost
Still
my.
live.
For some reason, I lost my. There we go.